on time, don't destroy the place, don't irritate the neighbors. Do we care about anything else? We care about any of these things. Okay? Are deadbeats a protected class? Are felons a protected class? We do not have to rent to them, do we? A fair housing class, and I'm going to highly suggest you guys take that the state puts on for private landlords. It's a 3-hour class like this. Could I talk about fair housing for 3 hours tonight? You bet I could. Am I going to? No, can't do that. Got other things to talk about. Okay? So I would highly suggest that you take that the state's class. Let's go ahead and go to our second page to the reference page. You see the upper left-hand side, the Colorado Civil Rights Division. The phone number and their website address. They can tell you when the next class will be for private landlords. Okay? And you can learn everything you can know about fair housing laws. Okay? When we are showing our property and we got multiple people there at the same time and who are filling out applications, how do we process them? First come, first served, without exception. And if somebody wants to put in a backup application, that's okay. But if that first applicant appears that they're going to pay the rent on time, not destroy the place, not irritate the neighbors, and we accept that application, we don't look and we don't process other applications until that one is denied, and then we can go on to the backup one. If that one's denied, go on to the next one. Okay? But you don't ever do multiple applications at the same time and pick and choose. Because what can you be accused of? Discrimination. Anybody want to argue that point? Does that keep us from getting sued for fair housing violations? How much do you think fair housing violations start at? Fines. Right about $15,000, I believe. And the second time they find you in violation of fair housing law, what are they going to do? Take your property away from you.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Not if you bought and paid for it, that'll be a cold day of hell.
No, sir. No. They will come in and they'll take your property away from you. They have done it with private landlords. They have done it, sir. Don't be hard-headed. Follow this.
Yeah, well, I know, but I mean, for them to be able to come in and do that.
And take away your property, yes. They feel you are not good for society and renting property to people. Okay? This is not something to screw around with. It's a serious business. Fair housing laws. Don't violate them. That's why it's always done on a first come, first served basis. That way you can't be accused of discrimination. Okay? And we need to move on, but are there any other questions on fair housing?
Well, there's three things. Ability to pay rent, so they tell you what their annual salary or the monthly salary is, and if they're pushing it, can you make a judgment call on that as far as, you know, whether it's half or a quarter of their monthly salary or whatever it might be?
It better be real close to what your policy is. And when we own rental property and we're conducting a business, what should we have in writing? A policy on almost everything in writing, including rental qualifications. And if you want a good example, go to my website. Scroll down to the third page on the application link, and it will show you what our qualifications are. It's not all of them, but it's the major ones, including income. Okay? It better come real close to it.
So what's a good policy?
It's up to you, whatever your policy is.
As long as it's written before you judge.
As long as it's in writing. Okay?
As long as it doesn't violate those.
I'm sorry?
As long as it doesn't violate those.
That's correct. Yes.
So if you have an ad, you show it to 3 people call. You show up to all 3 people, but you have to give it to, you have to,
All 3 people can look at it at the same time. And then if they all say, I want to apply for it, say, here's applications. Whoever puts it in first one is, first one served. We do not have occupancy laws. No federal, no state, no local laws. With the exception of Greeley and certain pockets of Arapahoe County. Okay? Not all of Arapahoe County, just certain parts of it. Where they say you shall not rent to more than 3 unrelated individuals within the same household. They're not giving you an occupancy number. They're saying the number of unrelated individuals. Does that make sense? Okay? So my policy in my office is no more than 2 people per bedroom. No more than 2 people per bedroom.
So that's legal. You can say it that way.
It's not legal. It's what is considered reasonable. Because there's no laws on it, so you can't say whether it's legal or illegal. There's no laws on it. What is reasonable? Okay? So how many people will I allow in a 3-bedroom home? 6 people. That can be a combination of 1 adult and 5 kids. 2 adults, 4 kids. 3 adults, 3 kids. 4 adults, 2 kids. Okay? 6 adults. Why do you think Arapahoe County, why do you think Arapahoe County, take Greeley out of the equation because they were worried about other issues up there. Arapahoe County, there are certain areas where you cannot rent to more than 3 unrelated individuals. Why do you suppose that was?
Really?
They put that in well before Greeley. Did it well before Greeley. Many years before Greeley instituted theirs. Why do you suppose? How many people will allow in a 3-bedroom home? And if they're all 6 adults, what usually comes with 6 adults?
Kids.
Neighbors were getting mad. Okay? That's the real reason why they did it in Arapahoe County. Greeley is other issues. We know what those issues are. Okay? We don't need to go into it. But that's the real reason. All right?